1400 meters. Flag goes up from behind. And away they go. From that 1400 meter mark, St. Silas was just a little bit slow into stride. First one to respond, Rosh Kedesh got off to a good start. Hero's Destiny is on the improve on the outside, now pushing forward to be the sole leader. So out in front is Hero's Destiny. Inside Stories on the outside of runners with quite a quick gallop on at the moment. Rosh Kedesh back on the inside rail in third, only got 3 lengths to make up on the early leader. Further back, 2 lengths to Rainbow Colours, who's on the outside of Laughing William. Then comes All About Ronnie racing with Prometheus, their mid-division, about 6 or 7 lengths off the early pace. State of Shock with Release Me, then comes St. Silas and Bournemouth. Last of all, we've got Marshall Field, who's easily about 12 lengths off the early pace, as they're about 700 meters away from the finishing line, and they straighten up with the run for the judge. Out in front is Hero's Destiny with a very quick gallop on at the moment, and the rest of the field starting to creep a little bit closer. Rosh Kedesh goes towards the inside for a run. On the outside, we've got Inside Story with Rainbow Colours, then comes All About Ronnie. Hero's Destiny's had enough, starts to fade away. Inside Story still hard held together. On the inside, we've got Prometheus. As they're into the final 300 meters, Rosh Kedesh has about half a length to spare on the inside with Prometheus. Rainbow Colours deep routes with Inside Story. Out in front still, Rosh Kedesh with Prometheus. Deep routes on the track, we've got Inside Story with Rainbow Colours. Rosh Kedesh is finding more over Prometheus. State of Shot running home smartly, but number 2, Rosh Kedesh, is going to have the better of the field here. Rosh Kedesh is going to win from Prometheus. Then came State of Shot in the third, followed by Inside Story. Then came Marshall Field. Your winner, number 2, Rosh Kedesh. 2 from the right-hand side. The red, yellow, and black salts of Mr. Bryn Wrestle, Field Spring Racing, Green Acres Trust nominee, Mr. Marsh Shirtlift. Great congratulations to all the winning connections here. The Versengetrich Colt stick goes into the right hand. The sheepskin noseband is going to win going away here at the end. Keaton de Melo aboard for the Dean Canamere stable. And this is the result that will open up today's bipot. Number 2, Rosh Kedesh in the winner's enclosure.
The winner of race 2, it's the www.caperacing.co.za maiden plate. Winner number 2, Rosh Kedesh. And Keegan, lovely to have you in the winner's box after a great day on Saturday. Well done.
Yeah, thank you. Still hasn't sunk in after the weekend, but nice to get back on the course and ride more winners.
Dean alluded to this, and I think you also did. You quite fancied this horse last time, but needed the experience.
Yes, look, I thought he would go close last time, but you know, he was still heavy and big, and sort of when I went down to the start, I was scratching my head a bit, because you know sometimes when you ride first timers, if they don't go down sharp enough, you're in a little bit of trouble. And yeah, today he was a little bit more alert. A horse that's going to go places. He just needs to obviously strengthen up a little bit and get his mind onto racing still.
It seemed like you were beautifully positioned and got a nice lead.
Yeah, I was always in the winning position, you know, and I picked it up halfway down the straight, and something joined me, and he gave me a little bit, and then he hit the front again, and he was sort of lost at sea again. But I just like the mannerism which he won. It's not flashy, but it's getting the job done, and we know how much improvement he's still got to do.
Well done for the win.
Thank you very much. A big well done to Mr. Canamere once again, and thank you very much for the opportunities, and well done to Mr. Shirtlift, to Mr. Russell, and well done to Field Spring Racing. Just a nice bunch of guys and ladies to ride for, and just really privileged, and thank you very much to them, and to my sponsors Winning Form, thank you very much.
Well done.
Thank you.
That's Keegan de Melo. He's been through the list of congratulating everyone, so also, Dean, well done.
Yeah, Vicky, yeah, very pleased with his performance today. As I said to you earlier on, you know, we did fancy him first time out. Horses do get beat, and as we discussed, I put him around the turn, and he couldn't do more than win, but I think he will still continue to improve, so I'm thrilled for everybody. Marsh Shirtliff and Bryn Wrestle and Corin and Sam, Field Spring Racing, they're here. You know, only here for the summer, and so I'm so pleased Sam's here also to lead him in. And of course, the mare and Jessica bred him. You know, he's a beautifully bred horse by Versengetrich out of a Fort Hood mare. And he's got such a good nature. So I'm just looking at it. The end he actually drew away, and he won nicely. But I think he'll, you know, the Penny's still got a drop with him, and put his whole act together. But we couldn't do more than that. So getting him hosed down. It's extremely hot yet today. So, but I was thrilled with that performance. I'm pleased everybody's here today.
Well, indeed, well done.
Thank you. Thanks, Vicky. Thank you.
There you go. That's Dean Canamere. You can please come through, and Mark and Marsh are going to come across and chat to me. And Mark, well done.
Thanks, Vicky. Thank you.
It's nice to hear from Keegan that he was still a little bit green, which means that's all that improvement to come still.
Yeah, we need to hope that he develops, because he shows a lot at work. But yeah, just racing experience that is required.
And lovely to see him across the line. It was a little bit, there was a horse sneaking up his inside, and we were all saying, oh, please don't get him.
Yeah, it looked like he had his measure, and he received the perfect trip, in the box seat, and they're just cruising through down the inner. So it turned out well. There was obviously a fair amount of pressure because of the the short price, but at least he got the job done.
Well done for the win.
Grazie.
There you go. Marshall Cliff's popped off screen. I don't know if he's going to come across and chat to me. Yes, of course, Marsh. Come on. Yes, we can all we'll get Dean to usher in. Well done.
Yeah, thanks, Vicky. I got Prince colours on today. That's why I won. We really thought he's a stunning horse. He should have won last time. Well, nothing should have happened, but he could have well won last time. Yeah, and thanks to Dean. He's been positive all along in choosing him, and to Maurits Fontaine for breeding him, and of course, to my partners, Bryn and Jeremy and Sam over here. Sam's going to come and have a quick word as well. So,
yes,
yeah, and a good stand ride there, a good strong ride by Keegan. Yeah, he's doing pretty well, isn't he?
He is indeed. Sam, come across and have a chat to me. We're sorry that we've ushered you in, but well done for the win.
Thank you very much. Honestly, nothing to add from these guys. Congratulations to my partners, to Maurits Fontaine, to Dean for doing such a wonderful job, and Keegan. It's really nice to be here and see the winner.
I think it sounds like the horse is as calm and cool as both Keegan and Dean.
Yeah, exactly. He's getting the hang of it.
He is. Well done for the win.
Thanks so much.
There you go. Well done to all the connections. Thank you for joining us. Number 2, Rosh Kedesh show. As mentioned, lovely son of Vercingetrix. Well done to Wilgerbosdrift and Maurits Fontaine for breeding this cool, calm horse that seems to be progressing with every run.